guys are ready to do better. Minnesota Vikings and the Columbus Caps. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 27-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Caps nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because as last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. And a huge play that time. 47 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in, going option right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. LaVisca Chenault with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Young Wei Koo is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Vikings 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again on first down. Cook. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Laviska Shenault with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Is Hurts. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T. Higgins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
That wasn't just toughness we just saw. That was concentration. Knew the hit was coming, yet the quarterback hung in there and delivered it downfield. The end result, 6 points for his team.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Operating from the gun, Borden. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the gun, Borden. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Here's the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Vikings 20.
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Grady Jarrett coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they run the option here on first and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Vikings.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Sets up to throw it. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T. Higgins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
K'Lavon Chaisson
able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up
back to throw.
Borden. Connection made with Chenault.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Call that a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Borden escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
Second down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk next.
On 1st down, Hurts. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
T. Higgins.
As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. These guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Emery. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Gladney.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a handoff looking right. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 20.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Good for A. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
This is Thomas, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and
10. Back to throw. Borden, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Here's Madison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And Third down.
He'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, Emery. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Now Thomas.
At the 30.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, Emery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Columbus, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And he's able to put it through.
34. Taps 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Run with Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, the The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And it'll bring up third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Out of the backfield, he was trying to get that to Alexander Madison.
And that'll bring up second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Minnesota.
Here's Madison running on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Hurts will throw.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Emery. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, All these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And touchdown! Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T. Higgins.
73 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
For the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Oh, he bowls over it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Emery. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the gun, Emery. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
On the brink. It's our last chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for Bush. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go again with Bush. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
48-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down, here's the run with Cook. A gain of 3, second down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it with Bush. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bush. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. But Charles, a one-score game.